By the time Ada realized the preacher's shadow had no head, it was already too late. She had only gone because her cousin invited her. A new church at the edge of town, big banners, bright lights, loud music. Everyone was talking about Mama Miracle, the woman who could heal the blind and make the cripple walk. The hall was full. People waved white handkerchiefs. The air smelled of incense and sweat. Then she walked in, tall, elegant, in a flowing white gown, smiling like an angel. But Ada's eyes caught something strange. Behind the preacher, the shadow wasn't moving right. It slid along the floor like a snake, wrapping itself around the pulpit. Mama Miracle raised her hands. The crowd roared. One man in a wheelchair crawled forward. She placed her hands on his head. He screamed, then stood up and ran. The crowd went wild. But Ada wasn't clapping. Her eyes were fixed on the preacher's back. The white gown shimmered, but beneath it, something scaled shifted. She blinked. Maybe it was the light. Then it happened again, this time clearer. From her waist down, a tail curled and uncurled slowly, brushing the floor. Ada's cousin whispered, "You don't have faith. That's why you're not seeing miracles." Ada wanted to reply, but the preacher's eyes suddenly locked on hers. Cold, unblinking. And then she smiled. It wasn't a warm smile. It was the kind that says, "I know you see me." The service grew louder. People were fainting, crying, shouting in tongues. Outside, the sky turned dark. A single black cloud hovered above the church roof. Ada's stomach twisted. She wanted to leave, but the exit door wouldn't open. Mama Miracle began to preach. Her voice was deep, almost like two voices speaking at once. "The Spirit of truth is here, and no one leaves without my blessing," she said, her eyes scanning the crowd. Then Ada saw it. The shadow rose from the floor like smoke, wrapping around each person in the front row. Some began to shake violently, eyes rolling back. Her cousin was one of them. Ada grabbed her arm. "We need to go." But her cousin's voice was strange now. "We are already home." Mama Miracle stepped down from the pulpit. Her face looked human, but her neck was stretching unnaturally. She slithered closer, her gown trailing like mist. Ada stepped back. "What are you?" she whispered. The preacher leaned close. Her breath was cold. "I am what your ancestors feared. I am the answer to every quick miracle you seek." She raised a finger. The black cloud above them descended into the room, wrapping the congregation in darkness. Ada's cousin laughed, a deep, inhuman laugh. Then Ada realized this wasn't a church, it was a feeding ground. And faith wasn't what Mama Miracle wanted. Ada bolted toward the side door. Something grabbed her ankle. Scaly, rough, She kicked hard, feeling the grip loosen. She stumbled into the rain, running until the church lights faded behind her. When she looked back, the black cloud was gone and the building stood empty, as if no service had ever happened. Days later, she returned with the police, but where the church had been was just an open field. No walls, no chairs, no pulpit. Ada never saw her cousin again. Now, she tells anyone who will listen. Not every church is God's house. Some are gates, and once you walk in, you may never walk out the same. If this story gave you chills, don't keep it to yourself. Someone you love might be walking into the wrong place right now. Share this video and remember, not every light comes from God.